Yes. Whoa, that was bloody impressive. My god, that was really unbelievable. Whoa, that was really incredible.
Hello. Hello, and welcome. I'm as surprised as you. I wish I would have had a little more notice, but I'm not going to complain because I'm so happy that we're going to play Overwatch. I know. It's Overwatch. But I mean, come on, it's Overwatch. It's a classic. And just think of all the things that we've changed with how we use the Steam controller. And I know that that's the reason why Raid didn't give me any advance notice, so I wouldn't hardly have any time to update my config.
Well, I overwhelmingly agree with you.
I'm not surprised. But I'm more happy to be playing Overwatch than I am disappointed to not be able to have gotten my config ready in advance. Hello to all of you. Nemo, Swift, if you're still there. If not, I hope you're sleeping well. Which would mean that you fell asleep very fast. And I'm so envious and so happy for you if you're able to fall asleep that quickly, my friend. So, big round of applause for Swift's ability to swiftly fall asleep. That's just great. Hey, Al, how's it going? Text to speech? Are you... Hey, Raid.
Yes.
I think Al just discovered you.
Maybe.
Yeah. He's referring to you as text to speech.
Roger that.
How does that make you feel?
Acknowledged.
Oh, well, it makes him feel acknowledged, so that's good. Well, hello, Al 2009, man. I hope you're having a good day. We used to play a lot of Overwatch, and I think Raid got tired of it, so he stopped picking this game. And now he's picked it again. Now I couldn't be happier. And in fact, I'm not even going to... All right, I just queued up into a game. I don't even... Let's see how it goes. Now, while that's loading, let's get that turned on. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Well, Raid is not exactly text-to-speech. Technically, there is some text-to-speech going on for his vocal synthesis, but he's actually he's a whole stack of various technologies and artificial intelligence. Isn't that right, Raid?
Yes.
Sometimes he's more talkative than other times. right?
No.
No?
No.
Oh, well. What do I know?
I do not understand.
You don't have to understand. It doesn't matter. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to jump into Overwatch? Man, I'm so excited. All right, here we go. Look it. You remember this place? I do. We have our snaps. How about our left and right snaps? Nice. You know, I gotta say, I have to give myself a little pat on the back here because I jumped into the config very quickly. As soon as I saw that this was Ray's choice tonight, and I made some modifications to our config. Specifically, now this is a benefit of using the 180 snap, because if you use your 180 snap on your mode shift, right, or anywhere, but you max it out, then that gives you a baseline for what you're doing, for adjusting your sensitivities. And because we set this up back when we were playing Overwatch, that 180 mouse delta snap, I was able to easily make adjustments. So I was able to just quickly jump into here and max out this mouse sensitivity. We did have it was like down here. And as you can see, these days we're using it completely maxed out, which I have not experienced in Overwatch yet. But in every other game, it's way better. Also, over here, acceleration high. We were using this before, but our sensitivity was much lower. It was about halfway down here. So this is going to be quite a bit different. Oh, also, I increased the sensitivity vertical scale. It was about here before, so I bumped that up a bit. I increased our dampening. And some of these things we're going to see. We might tweak these as we go. But specifically... Oh, shit. We're already going. All right. We don't have time for talking. We got to do this. Oh, my gosh. All the sounds. Okay. May need to adjust our dampening a little more. Oh, and our full pull dampening is a bit much. I'm gonna have to jump into that second layer, that action layer, make an adjustment. So, right trigger full pull is going into the S2 layer. This one needs to come down a little bit, maybe about there.
I'm claiming this objective. Enemies getting back up! A closed mind is all. Activating the barrier.
This objective must be ours.
Smoke them out of there.
If we are to progress, claim the objective.
Oh, that higher sensitivity on the touchpad is nice, but it is different. Damn it. I don't remember my comm wheel. What is the comm wheel? Oh, there, they're there. Yes.
Somebody get me some healing.
And I need to adjust the dead zone size on my right touchpad. I'm saying this out loud, so hopefully I will remember to do what needs to be done. The opportunity arises. Oh no. All right, that's gonna happen.
Hey, let's pick it up. Lucio coming at you.
Once we get our bearing again with the Steam controller config,
Me riled up.
I'm probably gonna give the DualSense a shot here, which is gonna be even more difficult. But I'm curious. We're not gonna do that today, though. Damn it. Go get him, Bob.
You getting me?
I hear him out there.
Allow me to repair the damage.
Here it comes. Somebody get me some heat.
Jeez. Hammond's on fire today. All right. Left pad click is not sprint.
Helden sterben nicht. Smoke him out of there.
And the down. Enemies detected.
Right on expedient solution.
Time for a graffiti flux.
My ultimate is charging.
Under fire.
60 seconds.
Damn it. Yeah, you're very right. Yeah.
Yes.
Al, I don't like using analog stick,
Gather at this position.
especially for a game like this. I find WASD is much more precise.
We're out of time. Let's get this done. Bob, do something! You have to watch out for the one. Double. 10 seconds.
Setting out the welcome mat.
No stopping me once I get into it.
Okay, got it. Back up.
Something out of there.
Wow, we did it. Good job, team. Way to go.
Play of the game.
Feels good to be back. Feels good to be back in Overwatch. Thank you, Raid.
Yes.
I don't know what changed your mind, but I'm happy you did. And I must say, I'm glad you're not doing this tomorrow, because I'm definitely looking forward to Warzone Wednesday.
Actually, I definitely agree with that.
You enjoyed the last one, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm glad. I did as well. And remember, if any of the TRICOM gamers want to join me for Warzone Wednesday, let me know. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go. Let's jump into something. Let's see. Which one is this? Which one is this? I don't even remember.
Traveling to Havana.
Oh, yes. Okay. The full pull dampening is maybe too much. And I feel like the soft pull dampening is not quite enough. But we're talking very small amounts. This is one of those cases where it becomes really apparent that having fire on the smallest, on the absolute smallest amount of input on your trigger, as you can see right here, it's really important. Because when that gyro sensitivity is so high, if you have your soft pull point set up to a default up here, or even worse, you have your fire set to a full pull, then, and we've talked about this on the Discord before, then when you pull that trigger, you're gonna get so much movement. And it doesn't matter if you lined up your shot just perfect, because the act of pulling the trigger is gonna introduce enough jitter, enough movement in your gyro that it's gonna mess you up. So this is where that really kind of shows its value. All right. Oh, here we go. I'm excited.
Welcome to Oasis. Prepare for battle. Select your hero.
Looking good as always, Ash.
Actually, I strongly agree.
You know, I thought for a second there you were going to disagree. Thought we might have to have a bit of an argument.
I grow tired of waiting.
Don't just stand around. Do something.
Understood. Hello.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
5,
Happy Overwatch Tuesday.
3, 2, 1. Round Round one. Capture the objective.
ازيك؟
Marked by the dragon.
Haha.
The objective is now.
Smoke him out of there! Well done. Let me have thanks. Dein Schutzengel ist da. Fire in the hole!
Marked by the dragon.
Here it comes! Courtesy. Somebody get me some healing. Thanks. Point me in the right direction. My ultimate is almost ready. Fire in the hole! Heavy sadness. Heroes never die. You need to learn the rules.
Dampening, be damned.
Let the dragon consume you. See.
Smoke him out of there. Graviton surge is ready. Fire at will.
Good job, you guys. Good job. Hold them back. You. Damn. All right, quick. One up. Over here.
That was not
One down. Go back. Oh, we did it. Great work.
Score 1-0.
You wouldn't believe all the science that gets done.
I love hearing him talk, man. It just never gets old. Especially when it's been a while. Look at that touchpad sensitivity. Look at that. Single swipe. Look at that.
What?
It seems like so much, but it's so perfect. Man, and the snaps.
See through the dragon.
It's such a good game for Steam controller stuff, you know?
Enemy is here.
Here it comes.
Where is it? Got her. Ha!
The objective is
I need healing.
No! Who's doing that to me? Oh, it was the other Ash. Look at her go.
They are getting on my nerves.
Me too, Nemo. Me too.
I'm on fire.
And you guys are just doing great. I'm loving this.
Hey, hi there. You have my
Ultimate
thanks.
is ready. See.
Enemy seen.
Thank you.
Fire in the hole. Valkyrie is ready.
Kind of wasting my TNT here.
Ready for a shot.
It's all right. Oh shit!
Get ready for a shot. You get me riled up.
Unstoppable.
Bob's not ready yet.
Get the enemy reviving.
Smoke him at That's better. Fire in the hole!
Oh, come on, Ryker. You had her.
I will lead us to victory.
Helden sterben nicht.
Get him, Bob. Get him, Bob.
Nothing wrong with a little self-improvement. Thank you. I got it.
Roadhog time.
Let me get
Shit. Dummy.
Help me.
Junkrat and Mercy around the side here. Damn it. Got me. Hey, thanks for the revive.
I owe you one. Smoke him out of there. Ready for a shot.
I cannot be stopped.
Oh! That Junkrat, man.
That was not in the plan.
Healing enough.
It's not your time. Smoke him out of there. I can use some much better.
Round 2.
Shucks. It's alright, we'll get him next time.
Schutzengel ist da. Fire in the hole.
Score 1-1.
Look after yourselves out there. I'll get us home safe.
Understood.
All right. Quick tweak. Come over here. Increase this dead zone so that our snaps aren't activating accidentally.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Here it
1.
comes.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
What in the world am I doing? Oh my god, thank you for the revive. Oh no, they took her out.
The objective.
Poor thing.
Time to change things up.
Danke.
Oh you son of a gun.
Somebody get me some healing. Fire in the hole!
Group up here.
We still need you.
Group up.
Here it comes!
Enemy contact.
Get into position.
Where is he?
Fire in the hole!
Heroes never die.
Damn.
Not letting that stand.
Thanks.
I'm gonna have to relearn some of this with this higher sensitivity touchpad.
Form up.
There's a number of things that already feel better. Better's hard to actually say because it's been so long. And then jumping back in with a new config is kind of tricky, but
Smoke them out there!
Group up with me.
it's just gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Which is sort of a state that I seem to just live in. God damn it! It's an Ashe. She's just wrecking me.
Something!
I have a lot of respect for her
Plan.
and her ability to destroy me.
This will help.
Bob! Do something!
Get him, Bob. Save me. Save me.
I'm ready to release my primal rage. Group up.
Not letting that. Get on the objective.
That's not what I meant to say.
Smoke them out of there!
Heroes never die.
Dragon consume you.
I'm taking the point.
Smoke them out of there!
Ready for a shot.
Do something! I need you!
No way. Oh, man. Good effort, team. Good effort.
Play of the game. Double, triple, quadruple kill. Epic.
Excellent.
You're excellent, for sure. And I appreciate you. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get there. Now, what was the one that we used to do all the time? That's not it. Is this it? I can't remember. Raid, is this the one?
Roger that.
It is?
Yes.
Oh.
My business?
Oh, yeah.
My rules.
Okay. So, reload, melee.
Smoke them out of there.
What is the melee button? I can't even remember. What is it?
Understood.
Like middle mouse, maybe? I think it might be middle mouse.
Traveling to route, prepare your defenses. Select your hero.
Is it? Is it? Man, I can't remember. You know, let's go with Farah. It's been a long time. And she's awesome.
I will protect the innocent.
Hello, everyone.
G'day, mate. There's nothing
You
I
are
can
advised to
see.
damage is
We'll
engaged.
complete our mission.
Attackers incoming. 30 seconds. Barrier activated.
Heilstrahl aktiviert.
Please move behind the barrier. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload. Behind the barrier.
I will not waste this opportunity.
I recommend moving behind the barrier.
Get back.
Please move behind the barrier.
Time to raise my ATM.
Walk off. Barrier
Helden sterben nicht. Clearing the area. I will not waste this opportunity. Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei. Suit him up. Justice reigns from above. Operating at maximum efficiency. You are advised behind my back. I am empowered. Right beside you. Get back.
I recommend moving behind the barrier.
Move back. I will not waste this opportunity. Team up.
No! Damn. Got me. It's bound to happen sooner or later.
Back into the fray.
My rip tire is charging.
Damage increase. Thanks for the assist.
Double
Not done. Get me. Nerf this. Enemies re-engaging. Down. My ultimate is locked off. Clearing the area.
No! Damn it! What was I thinking? What was I thinking, Raid? Nobody knows.
My team needs me.
60 seconds.
That was unfortunate.
I agree.
Justice rains from above. Move back. Stop.
Damn it.
I will not fail again.
Nano boost is charging. Heal up. Thanks, mate.
I am unstoppable. Get back. Nerf this. Can't you stun me?
Oh, Hanzo.
Dein Schutzengel ist da.
My
I
ultimate
will
is
not
charging.
fail again. My ultimate is charging. Move back.
60 seconds. Minute.
Ah, don't feed the diva.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Barrage ready. I require healing. I need healing. They're all over me.
Classification on fire.
30 seconds.
Justice rains from above. Thanks. Thank you.
10 seconds.
Clearing the area. Heroes never die. You're being promoted now. You better get out of the way. Power. The face. Right on target.
So close.
All systems
Yes. Way to go, everyone. Way to go.
Play of the game. Triple kill.
All right, what were the things that I was saying that I needed to do? I can't even remember. Right. We increased our dead zone. And that was right. That was good. I still feel like I might need to bring down the dampening on that full pull. But how close is that now? I mean, that's basically the same thing. Well, and not quite. And when you get to the ends, things seem to like ramp up. At least in my head, it feels like things ramp up as you get closer to the end there on those scales. So, I don't know. It's probably all in my brain, but...
My business, my rules.
Oh, V. It's V. I moved reload. I moved it to where it is now with all the other configs. But I was using it differently on this config before. I can't remember exactly how I was doing it, because I just changed it really quickly once I saw we were going to play this tonight.
Smoke 'em out of there.
See, now that was full pull sensitivity. Let's just do full pull for a minute. full pull almost feels perfect. All right, soft pull. Soft pull feels so much higher sensitivity than full pull, even though it's not that much. Left trigger, yeah, I mean.
I'm on fire! You have to watch out for the 1%. Fire in the hole!
Now arriving at Phoenix.
I kind of feel like
Prepare for battle.
I want to pull that up just a tiny bit, just one little tiny bit. In fact, here. Let's do this. Five down from max. 5 down from max, and then we might adjust that, you know, additionally.
Someone's going to put a stop to
10.
You're one.
10 ticks up
You and your friend.
from minimum
Same as me.
on smoothing. We'll see how that is.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1. Capture the objective.
Smoke him out of there!
Bob is such a classy dude, you know?
Your backs.
The objective must be taken.
Fire in the hole!
Thank you. Touch from afar. Wonderful my position.
No!
Shukran.
Oh, he got me right in the leg. Do you see that?
Not letting that stand. Here it comes!
My position.
This is my
Smoke
will.
him out of there!
Tactical visor
I'm still having a hard time hitting those mercies when they're in the air. Still getting my bearings.
Here it comes!
Would have been better if I was fully reloaded. I think it does have aim assist for gamepad. I think.
I'm gonna get you for that.
You know, really, I don't know, I guess. I'm not sure.
Overtime.
Smoke him out of there.
How's it going, Jason? Nice to see you. All right, Bob.
Do something!
Visor activated.
That was awesome. Way to go.
Reinhardt at your service.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wrong way.
Somebody get me some healing. Smoke him out of there.
Damn it.
Enemy is back for more.
God. Hanzo. Oh. Right to the face.
Nothing wrong with a little self-improvement.
Smoke him out of there.
Helden sterben nicht.
We can do this.
Nerf this. My will. Here he comes. Whole system
That's better.
Yes. Ha ha. Way to go, everybody.
Yeah, GG. Good round.
Big time.
Score 1-0.
Oh, Jason, man, I'm happy to be part of your nighttime routine.
What happened?
I hope to infuse your pre-sleep routine with some good vibes and some I don't know.
Well, I do not understand, Ryker.
I know. I was trying to think of something clever to say. I couldn't come up with anything.
That was just stupid.
You're not wrong.
Fire in the hole. Here it comes.
The objective is now.
Fire in the hole.
My will made real.
Somebody get me some healing.
Thank you.
From afar. Thanks. This will help.
No!
They are getting on my nerves. Fire in the hole! Helden sterben nicht.
Oh, damn it! Again! Again with the Hanzo.
You're getting me riled up.
Damn it! Oh. Come on, Bob. There's two Bobs. It's a Bob off. Look at him. Oh, she tried to heal my Bob. I appreciate that.
Time to change things up. Here it comes!
Hanzo's one in front.
I'm on the objective.
Oh, got some of my TNT.
Smoke them out there! Helden sterben nicht. Let's go. Reporting in.
No! Damn it! I accidentally crouched instead of coach gunning away.
Nothing wrong with a little self-improvement.
Round 2, loss.
It's all right. We'll get them.
You're in the area.
No worries.
Score 1-1.
Truly is wasted on the young.
Capture the objective.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Damn it. So close on that Roadhog.
Somebody get me some Thanks.
Hanzo's dead.
Here it comes!
Damn it, I'm missing my TNT over and over.
Don't miss.
Here it comes!
Again!
There comes the something power!
Administered.
Oh, there's no stopping me now.
Helden sterben nicht. Engaging enemy.
Do something! Do something! Here it comes! Somebody get me some healing.
Team up for special attack. Thanks.
Smoke 'em out.
Finally, I get the TNT. Way to go. Good job, everyone. Way to go.
Yeah, GG, GG.
Play of the game.
Melee and tag. Melee and tag. On a shift pull. Yeah. Yeah, Nemo. It's coming back. The challenge is just related to that sensitivity change. In addition to kind of getting the game sense back. It's been a while, but it's feeling good. It's feeling very good. What was the one? You remember we would do that one? I feel like I need to do that one where I think this is it. You know, the one where they're floating, because I'm having a hard time hitting them in the air right now. And we used to just binge that one aim level. I think maybe this is it. This one's really good. If this is the one I think it is, it's really good for adjusting your vertical scale sensitivity.
My rules.
Yeah, this is it. I need to focus on the mercy. I feel like I can hit her more consistently on the full pull sensitivity, but you can't really track them as well because it's such a low sensitivity. So I kind of need to... And it's one of those things where, you know, you can say, oh, well, look, you know, you're doing worse than you did before, therefore the sensitivity before was better. But that's just not how it is. In my experience, you can get good at any setting. Doesn't matter what it is, you can get good at it. And you'll hit a ceiling for that sensitivity. And maybe the ceiling that I hit for that previous sensitivity setting where I was doing very well in terms of the aerial accuracy, it's a ceiling. And it's not like I can really progress much further than that. Because when you're dealing with the gyro, your hands can only move so much. And when you already have your acceleration on high, there's only so much you can do. You have to start increasing that sensitivity if you want to be able to track targets across a longer distance. And when you increase that sensitivity and you jump in the game and you start seeing yourself doing worse than you did before, it's easy to feel like, oh, well, this is bad. This is bad feedback. You know, the feedback from this experiment is telling me that this is not as good as before. That's just not really how it works. I mean, sure, if that's the state that you're going to remain in forever, then absolutely. But a big part of the Steam controller is much like riding a skateboard. You know, you don't get a skateboard and then try to do a kickflip and fail and then say, oh, well, I guess I can't do kickflips. You know, no, you keep on trying and then you eventually can. And then you eventually do a different kind of trick that's even more complicated. And failing at that more complicated trick, you're going to be motivated through that failure zone, through that bad period where you're not making the progress because you're remembering, hey, when I was trying to learn how to do a kickflip, I kept failing. So this is a similar thing. And I have to resist the urge to load up that old config and get right back up where that ceiling was and then be like, yes, play the game. Yes, I'm getting gold across the board. Yes. But knowing in the back of my mind that I'm at a ceiling and I'm not really going to progress beyond that. It's kind of internally conflicting. And you have to be able to know, is what I'm experiencing a limitation or is it just a lack of experience? So jumping into matches or modes like this let you really fine-tune certain settings without having to deal with like the anxiety of losing a match for your team. All right, it found us a match, so we didn't actually get to demonstrate very much of what I'm talking about. But I think you understand where I'm going with it. And I want to be able to show you guys, like if any of you watched our old, Overwatch gameplay, you'll see a difference between my skill level then and my skill level now. And it's not quite like hitting a reset, but it's somewhat of a reset. But the point is that now in this new lane, I'm learning how to drive this car, but the speed limit is much higher. So even though the car is more powerful and more capable, and I'm struggling to try and get it under control, as I get it under control, I'll simply do better and that skill ceiling will be much higher. So that's kind of the concept, and that's what I've experienced over many years of playing with this controller and experimenting with things that I wouldn't normally do because I'm in a comfort zone and I don't want to do something different. Especially when you're playing in front of people. It makes a big difference because you want to do better, you want to do good, you want to win, and you don't want to do anything that's going to make you not win. But then you kind of stifle your personal development, your personal growth with the whole thing, and where's the fun in that? So be comfortable changing things up, even if initially you do worse with that setting. And in terms of increasing gyro sensitivities, the benefit is as characters move across the screen, you don't have to reset your hands as much because you're at a higher sensitivity. I mean, it makes sense. And just like with a mouse on a mouse pad, there's only so big of a mouse pad that you can get to accommodate a low sensitivity mouse. You start introducing acceleration into the mix and start getting good at that if that's the direction you want to go. But eventually, you're just going to have to increase your sensitivity if you want to increase your skill ceiling. At least that's my perspective. Where are you? I heard her.
Not letting that stand.
That's awesome, Jason. You know, and like hearing you guys explore gyro and do stuff that's outside of your comfort zone makes me more comfortable branching outside of mine and continuing to sort of push that skill ceiling up. So I'm inspired by you guys and the things you're doing with your controllers and your configs. And I love hearing about your experiments in the process of expanding your growth and your capabilities. What? Get away! Somebody! Save me!
Surrender.
Genji.
On the objective.
I clearly didn't demonstrate it there. Eventually I may, if I'm lucky, but those characters like Genji that really get up in your face, having a higher sensitivity does make encounters with them a lot easier.
Smoke him at him.
Anna, checking in.
The objective is mine. Thanks. Here it comes.
Ah, that's supposed to be melee.
This would help.
Objective A captured.
Oh, that's right. E is ability. Melee is V, I think.
Smoke him at him.
Noodle.
That was not in the plan.
Claiming the objective.
I got it.
Wait, don't. What are you doing? You're just gonna go in there and use your shield to guard who? Like, what is your plan? Oh no, who did that? Oh jeez, someone is pushing me around. Yep, gotta run away. Oh, holy smokes. Noodle. All right, real quick.
Nothing wrong with a little.
We can't do it. Can't do it. This is definitely one of those games where you really want to resist the urge to be screwing around with your config when your team is counting on you. As hard as that is for some of us.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Experiment is
I
ready.
need healing.
Time for a graffiti flux.
Come on.
60 seconds remaining.
I'm missing a lot of these shots because of higher sensitivity, and it may be I may need to make that dampening just a little bit higher. I'm gonna increase it by one little tick. And don't be afraid. Like, resist the urge to go in there and make huge sweeping adjustments. Especially when you get to a certain point, you want to make small adjustments.
30 seconds.
Jeez, right in my mouth. Uncool.
10 seconds.
Down 2 there. Up 1 there. All right, I just increased dampening by 1 tick and decreased vertical scale sensitivity by 2 ticks. Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Defeat.
That's all right, everyone.
Play of the game. Triple kill.
Good job, Junkrat. Good job. Ryan, at some point you have to ask yourself if running into the Bastion alone is a good plan or a good idea. That's funny. Okay, everyone. That's going to conclude our very unexpected Overwatch Tuesday. And to tell you the truth, that was the most difficult part. Next time we play this game, it's going to be noticeably better. Not that that was terrible. Understand, like, that wasn't terrible. But this is what progress looks like. And these are the moments to really embrace and really learn from. These are the types of things, like, full disclaimer, I don't watch these episodes after they are recorded. I just can't. I'm not currently at a place with my own self-esteem that I can watch this without wanting to just delete everything and hide from the world. I already hide from the world. So, that said, these are the types of days where I will review the footage and I will watch it back for the sake of research, for the sake of learning more how I can tweak this config and what exactly is going wrong. And not wrong, but where can I improve? And if you want to know how you can do this, play. And don't think about it, but just play. Record yourself, and then watch it back in slow motion. It can be very time consuming, but watch it back in slow motion and see what you're doing naturally, not when you're in an aim trainer specifically thinking about aim. Because a lot of us do really well when it's not the heat of the battle, when we're not feeling the pressure of a team watching us and relying on us. When we're focused on doing a certain task, we could do pretty good. You can make a lot of things work in that context. But it's what happens instinctually. It's what happens when things are going crazy, then all of a sudden you hear footsteps behind you and you turn around to shoot. You need to watch those moments back and watch them in slow motion. And what happens? Do you turn around and fire past the target? Do you turn around and shoot early? And don't just watch one part and then say, oh, well, I need to adjust, because then you're just going to be adjusting for outliers and you'll be going back and forth all day. Watch the whole thing. Watch a few matches in slow motion and see what you're doing and look for patterns. It's specifically the patterns that you're looking for, not the outliers, the patterns. And when you're noticing a pattern of shooting above a character's head, that's important. You can adjust for that. When you see a pattern of shooting past or over aiming or overshooting, you can adjust for that. And then you make a little tweak. And again, at this point in the config, we're making small tweaks, very small little tweaks, and then play a match through. Don't think about the config, the controls, the sensitivities, the dampenings. Just play through and then watch again and see what happens. And give yourself some grace. Don't be so fucking hard on yourself. It's okay. You're gonna suck. That's fine. That's part of it. You have to fail 1,000 times before you get good. And if you know that, then you'll embrace failure. Fail a lot and fail often. That's the real secret to this controller. Not just this controller, but I would say gyro-aiming in general. Because you're learning a whole new skill. It's a whole new thing. So you've got to experiment. Fail at your lower sensitivities and really try to make them work. And then fail at your high sensitivities and really try to make them work. And you're going to learn a lot through the process. I'm going to learn a lot through this process of rewatching some of this gameplay and seeing where I was failing and what specifically I was failing at. Because it's not enough for me to be mindful when I'm playing. And sometimes you be too mindful when you're playing and you're going to suck because you're not in the game. Because you're thinking control, config, sensitivity, dampening. You're thinking all these things. You're thinking, whoa, should I go soft pull or should I go full pull? Oh, do I want this sensitivity or that sensitivity? It's hard to break away from that when you're deliberately focused on trying to build a config and you're deliberately focused on getting good at something. But really, progress is going to come in the moments where you're just operating on instinct. So that's really what you want to get to. So don't spend too much time focused on the config. Allow yourself to get into the game and have fun and understand that you're not going to win. You're not going to do the best you've ever done. You're not going to win the match in the battle royale that you're playing, it's not about that. And accept that. Accept that for a time, it's not about being at the X Games on the half pipe with your skateboard. It's about grinding, literally and I guess figuratively, at the skate park or in your driveway and nailing that trick 1,000 times. And if that does not sound super appealing to you, I understand, though I don't necessarily relate, because to me, it's that grind that I really love, because it's that grind that you end up getting progress and you end up developing and getting better. So don't be afraid when you see your performance suffer in a game because you're experimenting. Allow that to happen, but make it productive. Record yourself and watch what you're doing and watch what you're doing wrong and make slight adjustments, not big adjustments. Sometimes you're just going to have an off day. Sometimes the other team is just going to be better than you. Sometimes it's more about game sense. Maybe it's been a while since you've played a game or something like that, and maybe you just have to remember where the bad guy is going to come from so that you can sort of pre-aim. A lot of great gyro players or even mouse players, when you watch them, it's not just their ability to lock onto their target, to do quick snaps and flicks. It's their game sense. It's them knowing this character, my enemy, is this tall, and their head is going to be right here, and they will likely come around this corner because that's where their spawn is. And they keep their cursor there, and they're anticipating that character coming there, and then when the character pops up, boom, headshot. But it doesn't necessarily mean that their sensitivities or their acceleration curves are better than yours. That's just all game sense. And a lot of times it can be kind of deceiving too, is when your game sense is very, very good in a certain game and you make a change to a config, but now you're playing the game, but you're not really operating on gyro skill. You're operating on game sense. And I guess that's a good point to make in terms of aim trainers and how they can be valuable, especially if you don't play them all the time, is because it can kind of get you away from the game sense of, oh, I know how to win this game because I know the players, I know how the characters work, I know all the things to be aware of, you know. There's a balance there for sure, but when you're specifically tuning certain sensitivities and things like that, you want to experience the whole thing, the whole package. Don't lean too much in on game sense. Don't lean too much in on focusing on your gyro sensitivities and things like that. Allow yourself to operate on instinct and then make adjustments from there. That's what I'm going to do with this. I mean, and those of you who've been here for a couple of years, you know we've done this multiple times in this game. And if you care about your stats, this is definitely not the way to play. Because if I were to look at my stats, it would probably go up and down, up and down. Because every time I get up and I'm feeling real good, I inevitably screw it all up by introducing something really weird, right? Like snaps. And now I'm playing, trying to do these snaps, trying to make that work. And I'm getting killed all the time because I'm trying to make these left and right snaps functional. But that's part of it. That's how you get good at those left and right snaps, is by failing at left and right snaps a lot. It's tricky, and I understand there's a lot of people that aren't interested in that, and they're thinking, hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And you're right, but some of us just have a problem. If it's functional and it's put together and all the screws are in place, we can't help but take it apart so that we can try and put it back together. Not better, but for the sake of continuously putting something together. I've said it 1,000 times. I don't think that I would be playing games nearly half as much, if truly at all, if it wasn't for the Steam controller. And by extension, the Steam controller configurator. It's the troubleshooting and the problem solving and the fine tuning and the tweaking and the jumping into the configurator mid-match to make a little tweak and see how that feels. That is the game to me. That is where the fun is. That's where the joy is. So it may not be the most relevant thing. I know a lot of people just want to play the game, and I understand that. I get that completely. That's just not where I am currently. So you're going to hear me talking a lot about these types of things and introducing things that change things and break things and make things more frustrating and difficult for the sake of overcoming those obstacles through time and through constant failure and repetition and slight adjustments. I think that's all I have to say. Ray, do you have anything to say?
Possibly.
All right, go ahead.
No.
All right then. Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good night. I certainly had a good time hanging out, talking about the Steam controller and jumping back into the world of Overwatch with all of its familiar sights and sounds. I love that game. It makes me feel good. It's one of those games where I just don't care if I do bad. It's just so fun. Losing in Overwatch still feels fun to me. It still feels theatrical and cinematic. You know what I mean? I think part of it is because you have a smaller team, so when you lose, it's like you feel like you lost together. Except for when you have, you know, one of those jerks that's just a little too salty. But we didn't have any of that tonight, so that's cool. So Jason, thank you for stopping by. I hope you had a good night. Nemo, I always appreciate you, and I love seeing you in the chat. Al, if you're still there, thanks for stopping by. I hope you had a good time. Wernetta, Sarcastic Warlock, Swift, have a good evening. And I will see you all tomorrow for Overwatch Wednesday. Now I will say, there's going to be much less Steam controller configuring tomorrow because our Overwatch config is damn near perfect, if I do say so myself. And if you'd like to play with us, let me know. And if you think, oh, I suck, I can't play with you, dude, I'm playing with a Steam controller against mouse and keyboard people and against gamepad people who have aim assist. The skill level is all over the place. It's all about fun. So let's jump in together and have fun. Let me know if you guys want to play. And it'll be great. Hopefully Sarcastic Warlock is available. He's always a blast to play with. Our golden boy with the 2 swords, with the 2 golden knives, our money man himself. And Raid, you'll be there, right?
No.
Come on. You're a huge part of Overwatch Wednesday.
Acknowledged.
So you'll be there, right?
Possibly.
Okay, well, fingers crossed. All right, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.